Hello and welcome to the seventh episode of the quiz show. If you've been following this season, you know we've been doing themed quizzes this time. We are in Bangalore, our favorite city, my favorite city, to perform stand-up and to do quizzing. Six shows here. We started with general, then we move on to movies and business, and come back to general, then sports, and then India. I think that's the order. Before we even start, I just want to say I keep saying this before every show that I can't believe we are doing this. It feels surreal. It feels surreal that 50 of us are sitting and talking about epistemology and I don't know what else that we have discussed today. Pickwick papers and all that. Feels great. So big round of applause to you guys for making this possible. I really, really, really never thought, never thought we'll do it. But on the same note, and this is today's morning thought, which I want to share on YouTube, is sometimes one part of my brain is like, I don't know how long will this sustain. I'm being very honest, purely because of the economics and finances behind it. We do quiz shows, but I'm being very honest. We The channel we are trying to do so much on the YouTube channel, quizzing with members, quizzing evening, and blah blah, and Mahabharat and all that. It's only surviving because we have some members who have shown their support to the channel financially, which keeps things running, the edit cost and everything else. Even these shows we barely break even because you guys buy tickets, so show support to quizzing. So this something that I've never I avoid doing despite being on internet for so long is please help us by at least liking, subscribing, doing all that. That's the least you can do. Just subscribe, it takes nothing. And if you just like and all that, we are trying to do a lot of quizzing stuff on this channel with buzzing with quizzing. That's another format in case you guys have been following. And if you're watching it as a brand manager, then please, we are more than happy to do branded stuff. We have done it in the past with Flipkart and Small Case and others. So we can do. I have been a brand manager. I know we can how to integrate your brand in this. We can do that. If you are in a college and if you want us to come to your college and host a quiz, we are happy to do that. We've done that at IIT Chennai and FMS. I think those are out on YouTube. We are also doing a bunch of other colleges. We'll be happy to come to your college and do a quiz show. Even if you're in a corporate setup and you think we can come and quiz with you, we've done that with HUL and Nestle last year and went great. So I'm sure if you guys call us, we'll give you a good show. So that's the part I wanted to just say before we start this beautiful series in this beautiful city. We just did a prelims. Some of these people have been on stage earlier. Some of them have won earlier. Okay, friends, we are ready now. We'll start with a quick intro. Okay, Siddharth, we'll start with you. Just basic intro, whatever you think.
Hi, Siddharth here. I've been living in Bangalore for about 9 years now, and I work with the Mint as a journalist. So yeah,
Oh, nice. Big round of applause for Siddharth. Siddharth making his debut in quiz show, right? First time?
yeah.
First time in quiz show. Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, my name is Jatin. I've been in Bangalore for past 9-10 years now. I'm working as a PM in Salesforce. I was born and brought up in Indore, MP as well.
Wow.
And yeah, so this is my second time. I was part of one of the quiz show
Yeah,
editions
yeah.
before.
Big round of applause for Jatin. Love Jatin. This is one of my like favorite people in quiz shows. Very enthusiastic, very cheerful, always. So nice to see him. And Sarang, winner of our prelims. Please, nice intro.
Right. Yeah. Hi, everyone. So my name is Sarang, and so I've been in Bangalore for most of my life. So yeah, huge fan of quizzing, huge fan of football. I think my achievement this year is I think I was 30,000 in line for the Coldplay tickets. So I think that is I'm gonna put in my CV. But yeah, that's it.
Big round of applause for Sarang, man. Oh, so good. The order will be Siddharth, Jatin. You've all seen Siddharth. No need to explain all of this. Let's begin. Question number one. This is a direct for Siddharth. Siddharth, in June 1999, the American industrial metal band Ministry released their seventh studio album, which signified a notable shift from their earlier, more aggressive sound. This album, featuring a notable track nominated for a Grammy Award, drew inspiration from a famous Pink Floyd album while also reflecting a more personal and darker aspect of of the band's history. The title cleverly plays on this duality, referencing both a legendary rock record and a darker, more personal metaphor related to addiction. Identify the album name.
Can I ask a clarification
Huh, huh,
question?
go for it.
Does the name of the band appear in the album name?
No.
Bad with music questions. I mean, the only Pink Floyd album I can think of right now is The Wall, so I'd say The Fall.
The Fall. Okay, huh? But I like the attempt. This is the uh, zone that you have to take. Going to Jatin.
Is it a play on like dark side of the moon, dark side of the nose?
Dark side of the nose. Because of addiction. ये कैसा वर्ड प्ले है यार? डार्क डार्क साइड ऑफ द मून, डार्क साइड ऑफ द नोज. थोड़ा सोचना जतिन. एक राउंड और I'll give you a shot again.
I'll say dark side of the room.
Okay, no, passing to Sarang.
On similar lines, the dark side of me.
No. Okay, okay. We'll start again with Siddharth because I feel like it'll come. It's happening. It's happening. Jatin is almost there. Okay. Dark Side of the Moon is very good track. Now think of addiction. Think of what some of these drug addicts might use, and the wordplay has to be so smooth, right? It has to rhyme like. So think of. I know all of us are very nice people, but sometimes in Western TV shows and all, they show like addicted people.
Okay,
Right?
block.
Block. Okay, we'll take one round.
So, can you clarify if the answer has like a thing, like something that they use, like you said?
What? Can I clarify what the answer has? What?
Like you said, they use something, right?
Huh.
So the answer has
Yeah,
that
yeah.
particular thing.
Answer has that thing. Yeah.
I don't know. Dark side of the needle. I
Dark
don't
side of the needle. No. Jatin.
Let me think. Dark side of the loon?
No. Going to Sarang.
Okay. The dark side of the spoon.
Yes. Yes. Dark side of the spoon. Okay. Dark side of the spoon. Instead of dark side of the moon. This is the album Ministry Dark Side of the Moon. And that's, yeah, dark side of the spoon. Makes sense? Huh? Needle is always there, brother. Dark side of the spoon. Okay. So Sarang got the perfect answer. 7 points to Sarang. Jatin gets 3 for getting Dark Side of the Moon in picture, but Sarang gets Dark Side of the Moon. Also, because Jatin got another shot in the first round, then 2 more chances in the second round, but couldn't think of a rhyming word of moon. Went to nose and then needle. क्या तो कर रहा था? Okay, Sarang and Jatin, which means next direct will be to Siddharth. Okay, Siddharth, in ancient Hindu sculpture, painting, and mythology, this is often depicted as the instrument of choice for a number of deities, including Ganesha, who is the remover of obstacles, and Nandi, who is the vehicle and follower of Shiva. Nandi is said to have played it during Shiva's primordial Tandav dance, causing a divine rhythm to resound across the heavens. The word is formulated by the union or sandhi of the two Sanskrit words meaning clay or earth and limb, as the earliest versions of the instruments were made of hardened clay. Which instrument are we talking about? Yes, Siddharth.
Is it sarangi?
Not sarangi, but sarang is there. Just sorry. Going to Jatin.
Cannot think of anything. Ghatam?
Not ghatam. Going to sarang.
I pass. I don't know.
Okay. 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 We'll start again. Ghatam was a good guess because percussion is some sense a good guess. Let's take a look again at the question. I think etymological hint can be a good hint, I feel, especially when you're doing dumb charades. The second half is limb. So think of the Hindi slash Sanskrit word for just limbs and part of your body, etc. Starts with M. M for MacBook. M. कुछ आ रहा है? Something which you play like a dholak but not dholak. Yeah? Siddharth?
Mridangam.
Mridangam. Yes, well done. It is mridangam. It is Mridangam. 5 points to Siddharth for Mridangam. And yeah, Angam is what I was trying to say. And Mridangam, that's Nandi playing Mridangam. And Mridangam was actually.
I was saying this is why I guess Sarangi because
Ah,
Nandi.
nice. Nice. Yeah, but Sarangi is slightly more modern in like in terms of chronology. Mridangam, well done. Next direct will be to Jatin, talking about a certain poem and poet. Okay. It is sometimes given the subtitles A Vision in a Dream and A Fragment. According to the poet's preface, the poem was composed one night after he experienced an opium influenced dream after reading a work describing Shangdu, the summer capital of the Mongol led Yuan dynasty of China. Upon waking, he set about writing lines of poetry that came to him from the dream until he was interrupted by a person on business from Porlock, in quotes. The poem could not be completed according to its original 200 to 300 line plan, as the interruption caused him to forget the lines. He left it unpublished and kept it for private readings for his friends until 1816, when, at the prompting of Lord Byron, it was published. Which poem and which poet?
I'll take a guess at the poem's name. Is it Xanadu?
No, any guesses on poet? देखिए लॉर्ड बायरन तो एलिमिनेट हो गया.
I'll pass. I'll pass.
Okay, passing to Sarang.
I'll guess Shangri-La and the poet is Tennyson.
No, passing to Siddharth.
Poem I think is Kublai Khan, but I can't remember the poet.
Okay, okay. Okay, I had actually decided this beforehand. That if somebody just gives me the poem, I'll give them points and close this. There's no point to take another round with this. The other way around hota, if somebody got the poet, तो मैं एक round लेता for the poem, but poem was the important part. So we'll give you a little less than 12, but we'll close this because your answer is correct. It is Kubla Khan, well done, by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Okay, it's Kubla Khan or A Vision in a Dream, Kubla Khan, and now hint Mongol. That was a big clue. Mongol se Kubla Khan. Although you guys were also on the right track with Xanadu, Shangri-La, that zone, but Kubla Khan. Yeah, nicely done. So 10, 11, 12, but instead of 12, I'll give you 8 Siddharth and close this. Okay, okay. 8 and close. Kubla Khan by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Okay, which means the next direct will be to Jatin. Jatin, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the activity, we're talking about a certain activity, the activity actually decreases the amount of chlorine available to kill germs in the water. However, it is thought to cause damage to the lung epithelium and increase permeability and thereby allow the passage of allergens. The putative agent in these studies is thought to be nitrogen trichloride, which is NCl3, a byproduct of chlorination, and a volatile and strong irritant. NCl3 is formed when organic matter brought in the water reacts with the chlorine and is often responsible for the chlorine smell. What activity is being discussed here?
I'll take a guess. It's chlorinification of swimming pools.
Good. No, going to Sarang.
Okay, I'm gonna sound really stupid if it's wrong. Is it peeing in the pool?
Perfect. 11 points to Sarang. Oh, because Jatin, you said the like chlorification will increase chlorine, but then somebody will come and pee and then reduce chlorine in the swimming pool. So peeing in the swimming pool. Perfect. 11 points to Sarang. Wow, wow, wow. I think now warm up is done. We are all ready. Warm up pool में भी हो जाता है if you do. Going to Siddharth, next direct. According to anthropologist Chikazo Ozawa de Silva, for an older generation in Japan, their X was to fit this standard mold of company and family, whereas the younger generation reported their X to be about dreams of what they might become in the future. Although the concept of X has long existed in Japanese culture, it was first popularized by Japanese psychiatrist and academic Miiko Kamiya in her 1966 book on the meaning of life. What are we talking about? One word answer.
I don't know, so I'll just guess something. Ikigai.
Yes, perfect. Nicely done. Your ikigai is to guess and get it right. Ikigai, the Japanese secret to life and happy life. It fits now, according to entrepreneurs. Older generation, their ikigai was to fit the standard mold of company and family. Younger generation ikigai is dreams of what they might become in the future. Nicely done. Ikigai. 10 points to Siddharth. Next direct will be to Jatin for an art question, painting question. Okay, Jatin, it was painted between 1509 and 1511 as part of a commission by Pope Julius II to decorate the room now called the Stanze di Raffaello in the Apostolic Palace in Vatican City. The artist included a self portrait beside Ptolemy. He's the only character who is looking directly at the viewer in the artwork. Commentators have suggested that nearly every great ancient Greek philosopher can be found in the painting, but determining which are depicted is speculative. The painting is notable for its use of accurate perspective projection, a defining characteristic of Renaissance art, which he learned from Leonardo. Likewise, the themes of the painting, such as the rebirth of ancient Greek philosophy and culture in Europe, were inspired by Leonardo's individual pursuits in theatre, engineering, optics, geometry, physiology, anatomy, history, and architecture and art. Which painting are we talking about?
I can think of one painting, but I'm not sure of the name. It's like the Plato's teaching, Plato's sermon.
No, passing to Sarang.
Um, I'm not sure if that's the name, but is this Michelangelo's painting on the Sistine Chapel ceilings? I don't know the name of the painting.
Oh, no. Okay, going to Siddharth.
I think that was my guess also. I don't know the name of the painting, but it's that painting where the
No, that thing.
fingers are almost touching. No?
No, no. But good track, Renaissance. That I think is called Creation of Adam or some Creation of Man or something. No, no, yeah, no. Okay. Uh, okay. Michelangelo is actually good track. Uh, and the big underlying part is Greek. That's very important for the answer. Okay. We'll start again with Jatin. Your answer template will be the dash of dash. Okay. Or just dash of dash. Forget the dash of dash. Think of famous paintings that fit this format. Dash of dash. Number one. Number two, Greek is very important for your answer. Okay. Famous painting. Now I'll try and describe. People are walking. There are two people who are walking. Then there are many, many, many people. And some people say that's Plato, that's Aristotle, that's him, that's her. And think Plato, Aristotle, Socrates. Think where they'll be in life. Who were they? Uh, is it anything is coming, or should I add more hints? I don't mind adding more hints. Okay. So the dash of dash, last dash is a city. Last dash is a city name. Second dash is it okay? Should we take around with last name is a city? Okay, chalo, Jatin.
Philosophers of
The
Athens.
philosophers of Athens. No, passing to Sarang.
The streets of Athens.
Streets of Athens. Okay, Siddharth.
Teachers of Athens.
Teacher. You're actually very close, huh? School of Athens. Yeah, we're talking about the School of Athens. Okay, the School of Athens. This is that famous painting. People keep zooming in and say कि ये वो है. The School of Athens. Okay, cool. Which means the next direct will still be Jatin. Jatin's. This is your direct. I'm talking about a certain book. It's a 6-word answer. 2003 book. In this insightful exploration, the author, known for his engaging narratives on diverse subjects ranging from travel to language, brings his wit and storytelling prowess to the realm of science. His ability to simplify complex concepts and inject humor into scholarly pursuits has made him a beloved figure among readers seeking to understand the world's mysteries. He says in his introduction, this is a book about how it happened in particular, how we went from there being nothing at all to there being something, and then how a little of that something turned into us, and also some of what happened between and since. That's rather a lot to cover, of course, which is why the book is called the book title. Which book are we talking about?
I read this book, but I don't remember this
Hmm.
thing. Is this Bill Bryson and a short history of nearly everything?
Yeah. Perfect. Yes, it is Bill Bryson's short history of nearly everything. Well done. 10 points to you, Jatin. अगर तू अगर राफेल वगैरह पे 1-2 पॉइंट लेता तो डायरेक्ट नहीं मिलता तुझे, देखा? Everything fits. It is now, this fits because how we went from something to something to something, and rather lot to cover, so we called the book the short history of all sab kuch, everything, nearly everything. Fantastic. 10 points, which means the next direct will come to Sarang for an 80 question, 80 or sort, yeah. The earliest known use of the noun, just don't focus on the noun part. Remember, I will just say it's a two-word term. So let's replace noun with two-word term. The earliest known use of the two-word term is in the 1880s. Oxford English Dictionary's earliest evidence for the two-word term is from 1886 in Birmingham Weekly Mercury. The fashion in the late Victorian era and Edwardian era was to present long evenings in the theatre, and so full length pieces were often presented together with usually shorter companion pieces. Each full length work was normally accompanied by one or two short companion pieces. If the piece began the performance, it was called the dash dash, the two word term we are looking for. Just tell me the two word term we are talking about.
Can I clarify something?
Mm-hmm.
Is this still used, and is it used in context of theater or movies?
It is still used, yes, and mostly in this zone. So the usage hasn't really gone to completely unrelated things.
So live performances or movies? That's all I wanted to clarify.
Live performances more than a movie.
Prima donna.
Prima donna, no, going to prima donna. Okay, no, going to Siddharth.
I don't know, but I don't want to pass, so I'll just say opening credits.
Good try, but good guess. Going to Jatin,
Cannot think of anything.
passing.
Passing.
Okay, cool. We'll start again with Sarang. So, yeah, so it's the etymology is they used to do these long acts, two long acts, but they used to sometimes accompany with a small act. Usually, that small act used to start the day, start the evening. So, that small act used to happen. Then the main thing used to happen. So, that small act, two-word term was used, which is still used for something that starts um, anything that happens before a more important thing. Okay, a two-word term that also involves something that's there in our the first. Now let's do them like uh, give hint like two-word answer. Correct. First word is a physical object that's there in almost every household. Okay, think of that and think something that's starting a series of performances or uh, is something coming. Okay, okay, nice. Blocked. We'll start whenever Sarang is ready.
Clockwork.
Not clockwork. Going to Siddharth.
Curtain raiser?
Curtain raiser. Beautiful. Curtain raiser. 6 points there to Siddharth. We're talking about curtain raiser. So curtain raiser was a term used for these small plays before like big plays, and remains a word for something that starts. Curtain raiser. Nice. 6 points to Siddharth, which means next direct is to Jatin. Okay, sort of visual plus text and visual, not that important, but yeah, anyway. He named the Pacific Ocean, which was sometimes referred to as the Sea of Dash, in his honor until the 18th century. You can see this statue of him in Lisbon. Who are we discussing?
One clarifying question. It's
Hmm?
like the statues of the same person,
Hmm,
right?
hmm, hmm.
I'm thinking of two, but let's say Magellan.
Yes, nicely done. What was the other one? Vasco da Gama? Yes. Nice, 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 nice. But हाँ वो Pacific का उनका ज़्यादा
Yeah,
सीन है. Yeah.
Sea of Magellan. थोड़ा थोड़ा rang a
सी ऑफ
bell.
मैजेलन, स्ट्रेट
Rang a
ऑफ
bell. हाँ,
मैजेलन, ऐसा
rang a
करके
bell.
बहुत सारे हैं. डिगामा के नाम पे सिर्फ एक गन है अंदाज अपना अपना, और कुछ नहीं. 10 points to Jatin. Half time. Let's do score check quickly. Siddharth on the back of 5 for Mridangam, 8 for Kubla Khan, 10 for Ikigai, and 6 for Curtain Raiser. Siddharth is leading right now with 29 points. Jatin with 3 for Dark Side of the Moon But great surge at the towards the end with 10 each for short history of nearly everything, and Ferdinand Magellan is on 23 right now. 23. And Sarang has 7 for Dark Side of the Spoon and 11 for peeing in the swimming pool. Is on 18 points. What a lifestyle this is, Sarang. Huh? Dark Side of the Spoon, peeing in the pool. Wow. Okay, so very tight quiz actually. 29, 23, 28. One question here and there. Let's start the second half. The order will now change. It will be Sarang, Jatin, Siddharth. Okay, cool. Let's start with Sarang. Sarang, this is for you. Talking about a certain phrase, famous phrase often associated with Socrates highlights the paradox of true wisdom. This saying comes from Plato's Apology, where Socrates reflects on the oracle of Delphi, declaring him the wisest man in Athens. Socrates, after questioning politicians, poets, and craftsmen, realized that they claimed knowledge they did not possess. Unlike them, Socrates acknowledged his own lack of knowledge, believing that his wisdom stemmed from this realization. What is this renowned philosophical statement that Socrates is known for? This one very famous line. Yeah.
Is this ignorance is bliss?
No, passing to Jatin.
I'll say duality of man.
No, passing to Siddharth.
Is it something like I know that I don't know anything?
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
I again, while framing only, I knew if somebody is in this zone, I'll give you points. No, this was closer. You know, I know that I know nothing. That's the paradox that is still being discussed. Ki, I know that I know nothing. What does it mean? Like, it's a beautiful statement. The fact that you know that you don't know, it's very. Oh, 12 points there to Siddharth. Well done. Great crack. Okay. 12 points to Siddharth. It is, I know that I know nothing. Which means we come back to Sarang for possibly my favorite question in the quiz because it's Seinfeld Funda, which is my favorite show of all time. The term was popularized by a 1995 episode of the NBC sitcom Seinfeld. The episode was called The Label Maker, although the practice predates the term considerably. In the episode, the character Elaine calls Dr. Tim Watley a dash after he gives Jerry Seinfeld a label maker that was originally given to Watley by Elaine. Watley later reveals to Elaine that the label maker was faulty, which gave him the excuse to give the item away. What term are we looking at?
Is there something to do with the fact that it's about a label maker? Is there a clue in there?
Mm, no, no, no. But it is a label maker that was faulty, which gave him the excuse to give the item away. That is a clue, but not the fact that it was label. It could have been anything.
Grifter.
Sorry,
Grifter.
grifter. No, going to Jatin.
Is it a regifter?
Beautiful. Yes. So good. Ah, he's a regifter. 11 points there to Jatin. It is a regifter. That grifter. Grifter.
I said grifter with the
Grift.
R. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Regifter. Okay, so you take a gift and then you gift the same gift to somebody else. So you are a regifter. Elaine realizes that she gifted him a label maker, which he gifted to. He's a regifter. So that term became popular after this episode. Okay, fantastic crack by Jatin, which means the next direct will be to Siddharth. Again, a nitty question. In various historical and political scenarios, individuals may shift their loyalties, moving from one side to an opposing faction. The transformation is often driven by changing circumstances or perceived benefits. Such a person might be described as someone who alters their allegiance significantly, sometimes even in a dramatic fashion. The term X comes from the practice of wearing a badge or pin on one's dash to signify their allegiance to a party or leader. When someone dashed their dash, they were literally hiding their allegiance to others. The term dates back to the mid 16th century. What is the term used to describe someone who makes such a change?
I don't know. I can't think of anything. Hiding their pocket. I don't know.
No, passing to Sarang.
I think the term is a turn cloak. Turning one's cloak. Turn coat. Sorry, turn coat.
Turncoat. Yes, thank you. Oh my God. It's turncoat. Turncoat is a word used for people who shift allegiance, and it comes from the fact that people used to wear pins on their coat, and they literally turned their coat so they didn't want to show their allegiance. That's where the term turn coat comes from. Okay, 11 points to Sarang, which means next direct is to Jatin. Okay, Jatin, struggling from a congenital double inguinal hernia, he could not participate in many physical activities and thus was prevented from socializing with his peers. As he was often isolated, his love for literature developed. He was a Nobel laureate who briefly wrote under the name Old Possum and authored the work Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats, which was adapted into Cats, one of the most successful shows in Broadway history. Who are we talking about? Okay, one of those direct questions, so to speak. Jatin, whenever you're ready.
Might be a bad guess, but Dr. Seuss.
Not Dr. Seuss. Going to Siddharth.
Can I clarify something? Was he a Nobel laureate in literature or some other field?
Literature only.
Only.
Yeah.
Okay. Not like a scientist wrote cats, is what I was asking. No idea. Pass.
Okay, passing to Sarang.
Not, is it Andrew Lloyd Webber?
No, not Andrew Lloyd Webber. Okay, cool. We'll start again with Jatin. Again, this is one of those very direct questions, like Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats. Famous writer. Nothing like famous writer, author, whatever. Um, I don't know. I keep thinking cricket for everything, so that can't be a hint for everything. It's a poet, so don't think authors or writers per se, but poet, very famous poet, early 20th century poet. Okay, the name template. Okay, that might help. Is initial and name. You know that template. ऐसा स्कूल में हम लोग ऐसे क्विज करते हैं ना initial name.
P.B. Shelley.
But good, you've got the template. Okay, okay. We're going to Siddharth. Sorry, Siddharth. No, we've reversed.
I have two guesses actually. E. Cummins.
Good. Going to Sarang.
T.S. Eliot.
See, if you keep trying, you will succeed. Oh, it is T.S. Eliot, Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats, adapted into Cats. Okay, 7 points there to Sarang. Wow. Crazy. 41, 34, 36 with 5 questions to go. Oh, अब आएगा मजा. बहुत हो गया डार्क साइड मृदंगम ये वो. मजा करो मजा. Climax is happening. Okay, this will be a direct for Jatin. Jatin, 3 theories have been suggested to account for this. First, that they were purely mythical, and the descriptions found in ancient Greek and Roman writings, including those of Strabo, Diodorus Siculus, and Quintus Curtius Rufus, represented a romantic ideal of an Eastern dash. Second, that they existed but were destroyed sometime around the 1st century AD. And third, that the legend refers to a well documented something that the Assyrian king Sennacherib built in his capital city of Nineveh on the river Tigris near the modern city of Mosul. All of them are suggesting to the existence of what?
The Gardens of Babylon.
Little one word you want to add before that? Just
Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
yes. Not like Kaban Garden of Bangalore or something. It's Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Perfect. 10 points there to Jatin. Well done. And yeah, these are the theories. Some people think they were purely mythical. Some people think they were there but destroyed. Because there are no traces of Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Did you guys know? There's no archaeological finding. No, like this was there. Even for Troy, they have found things. But for Hanging Gardens of Babylon, they still haven't. But it is there. Okay. Fantastic. To know more about world history, there is a new series on YouTube called World History 101. It's beautiful summarization of world history on the channel Kumar Varun. New episode every 2-3 weeks. Beautiful. Nineveh has already come in one of the episodes. Okay. 41, 44, 36. No pressure. 4 questions to go. Next, direct to Siddharth. Siddharth, this character brought to life by Diane Morgan is known for her hilariously deadpan takes on history, politics, and the modern world. Frequently featured on BBC's mockumentary style programs, She interviews real experts, leaving them perplexed with her absurd yet oddly insightful questions. Despite her confusion about basic concepts, she's gained a cult following for her unique perspective on the Renaissance, climate change, and more. What's the name of this expert?
You want full name or
Yeah, full name. Ideal. Oh no, matlab, if you just know the
Kunk?
surname, it's yeah, Kunk is fine. Yeah, yeah, cool, cool, cool. Kunk is fine. Philomena Kunk. I thought to show off के लिए बोल रहा है कि पूरा नाम बताओ कि सिर्फ then I said हाँ full name हो. Okay, okay. Philomena Kunk. Kunk is fine. 10 points to Siddharth. Fantastic. Philomena. Did you guys know this? Both Jatin. Kunk on Earth. Yeah, yeah. Kunk on Earth. Highly recommend. Okay. 51, 44, 36. Three questions to go. Next, direct to Sarang. Sarang, after recent death of Hardeep Nijjar, who was a Canada-based pro-Khalistan leader, a lot of Canadian civilians focused on the importance of freedom of expression in Canada, including their national TV. In reply, angered Indians in India and abroad brought attention to something that goes back to 1957. The Alliance Laurentienne, founded by Raymond Barbeau, a poster on the screen which you can see, a poster supporting the same motto published during the 1995 referendum is attached here. Tell me what it is all about, or what does the poster focus on?
Like general funda is enough, right?
The general funda is enough. Yeah.
Okay, this is the Quebec independence movement,
Yes,
I think.
perfect. 10 points to Sarang. Well done. It is the Quebec. So. Well done, well done, well done. क्या बोलते हो 10-10 हैंगिंग गार्डन फिलोमिना कंग क्यूबेक सोरेंडे वो भाई मजे आ रहे हैं 51 44 46 two questions to go okay no pressure last two questions this is a direct for Jatin the American community around Robert College in Istanbul the Protestant mission in Plovdiv headed by J.F. Clark as well as two other Americans journalist Jean-Arius McGahan and diplomat Eugene Schwaller were indispensable in bringing knowledge of Ottoman atrocities to the wider European public. Their reports of the events, which came to be known in the press as the crime of the century, caused a public outcry across Europe and mobilized both common folks and famous intellectuals to demand a reform of the failed Ottoman model of government of the lands. The shift in public opinion, in particular in the Ottoman Empire's hitherto closest ally, the British Empire, eventually led to the re establishment of a separate state in 1878. Which modern day country is this that got re established through this April uprising?
Is it Greece?
Not Greece. Going to Siddharth.
I have 2, 3 guesses actually. Let's say Azerbaijan.
Not Azerbaijan. Going to Sarang.
Armenia.
Not Armenia. Okay. Back to Jatin. Like not to predict something, but when we put this question here, this is exactly what I had anticipated. कि अगर इस टाइम पे ये क्विज क्लोज हुआ ना तो ये वैसा क्वेश्चन है लाइक एनीबडी हुज क्विज्ड फेयरली इनफ विल नो कि इसमें ऐसा तीन चार कुछ भी यू नो व्हाट आई मीन ऑटोमन एम्पायर में ये पूरा रीजन है 1878 तो इसमें से कौन सा एंड आई वाज थिंकिंग व्हेन इट विल बी वेरी क्लोज इट विल बी लाइक आई डोंट नो हु विल कट द विल लाइक प्रेस द राइट बटन ओके we'll start with Jatin. I'll give hints, of course. Anybody can block me at any point, okay? The modern country is in Balkans. So that's the geographical part, okay? तू ऑलमोस्ट बांग्लादेश बोलने ही वाला था बाल्कन आगे काट फिर बोला वो 18 है मैं 1970 okay so Balkans first more hint okay Siddharth looks like you're blocking
Asking if you can choose to clarify or not.
Huh?
Is it an island country or not?
no don't think island countries okay Balkans more hints should I give capital or will that be very like country capital हो गया ये तो है ना should I give first letter of the capital what do you guys think or last letter of the country should I give you both try and crack last letter of the country why it's very common last letter I'm just saying it's the commonest last letter first letter of capital okay We're playing Hangman now. Remember Hangman? First letter of capital is S. Okay, block it. Okay. Jatin, it's not South Korea. Just saying.
Bosnia.
Not Bosnia. Going to Siddharth.
Sofia is the capital of Romania only, no? No?
Hi, hi. Chalo, going to Sarang.
What did he say?
I don't know, man.
Bulgaria.
Yeah. सोफिया पे ब्लॉक करा के बैठा था रोमानिया सोच के this poetic man at this close quiz. Siddharth was like, "Ruk ja, let me put a twist so people think this is scripted." इस पे ब्लॉक किया सोफिया बट व्हाट डिड यू से वर्गेरा नो रोमानिया ओके रोमानिया क्या है बुकारेस्ट नो या एंड देन डिड यू हियर सोफिया और यू
No, I heard him say Sofia. Yes, I did. But I wasn't sure what I thought he said the correct, or rather, he said Bulgaria, so I wasn't sure what he said.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
No, it is Bulgaria. 7 points to Sarang. What crucial 7 points. Oof. Oh. Okay, no pressure. Last question. Okay, last question direct to Jatin. If Jatin gets this, Jatin wins by 1 point. If Siddharth gets this, Siddharth wins. If Sarang gets this, Sarang wins. No problem, yeah. What a great quiz. Last question, we don't know who the winner is. Water. Anything else? Some shikanji, sugarcane juice, some chigar tanda. Huh? Okay. चलो जतिन इसके बाद तो पीना ही पीना है ना आराम से जतिन दिस इज अ डायरेक्ट फॉर यू लास्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ द क्विज scores 51 44 53 Jatin, the green field and yellow rhombus from the previous imperial flag were preserved after the proclamation of the republic. In the imperial flag, the green represented the house of Braganza of Pedro the first emperor of the country, while the yellow represented the house of Habsburg of his wife, Empress Maria Leopoldina. A blue circle with white five-pointed stars replaced the arms of the empire. Its position in the flag reflects the sky over the city of the second most populous city in the country on 15th November 1889. The motto, Ordem e Progresso, is derived from Auguste Comte's motto of positivism, which is love as a principle and order as the basis, progress as the goal. What am I discussing? What are we talking about? ऐसा मत कर सारंग हो सकता है पास हो जाए यार
No, I know these guys are pretty good, so I think they're gonna. One of them is gonna get it for sure.
चल सारंग इस लाइक सब कुछ तो दे दिया है ना
Yeah, man. I mean, he's drawing it also right next to me, so. I miss bounce. I miss timer also. Like.
oh नहीं the problem the thing is जतिन usually never takes time ऐसा फट से बोल देता है वो तो that's why इसमें थोड़ा सा दे देते हैं ग्रीस तो वो देखते ही बोल दिया ऑटो ग्रीस कौन से सेंचुरी से चल रहा है उसने बोला 1878 में ग्रीस बना था so for yeah yes it's time everyone
Most likely a wrong answer, but it says France.
Siddharth it has happened go for it
Brazilian national flag.
yes flag of Brazil 11 points to Siddharth. What a great end to the quiz. Oh man, what a thriller. What drama. It had all the perfect recipe of a great drama. Great oof. Because everything was given. Like, Siddharth, now you will realize when you start looking back, everything. पूरा एक तो ब्रेगेंजा से वैसे ही पोर्तुगीज हिंट आ जाता है देन देर इज ब्लू सर्कल 5 pointed स्टार देन देर इज स्काई ओवर दिस थिंग विच इज देयर ये वाला and then Ordem de Progreso. Ah man, oh, what a quiz we've had! Genuinely, one of these like here and there. Big round of applause to all of these three people. One question here and there. Okay, cool. Now we come back to you guys for the final scores. Sarang had 18 in the first half. He got 11 for turncoat, 7 for T.S. Eliot, you got T.S. Eliot, no? And 10 for Quebec Sovereignty Independence Movement, and Bulgaria 7. Sarang ends on 53. 53. Jatin 23 in the first half got 11 for Regifter and 10 for Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Jatin ends on 44. तो ब्राजील फ्लैग से नफरत हो गई जतिन को गलती से मत दिखा देना इसको घटिया फ्लैग तारे कौन डालता है फ्लैग में ची Siddharth had 29 in the first half, then he got 12 for I Know That I Know Nothing, 10 for Philomena Kunk, and winning answer was the flag of Brazil with 11 points. Siddharth wins with 62 points. Siddharth is the winner of the first show in Bangalore of season 3. Congratulations, Siddharth. But congrats, Jatin and Sarang. Went to the wire. Crazy. We have a book for you. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, Siddharth, I'll give you a choice. No, actually, I'll not give you a choice. Because others. Okay. Siddharth, if you've been following, I've been giving my old books to friends. So these are just clarifying, not, it's okay if you don't read just as a memory, because this is so old, it's tearing away, but I have preserved it for so many years. It's literally like first few pages, guys, sorry to show this, but it's like this. But it's for memory, it's a memento, okay? It's so old. See, ये निकल गया फिर भी मैं बचा के रखा था. Finally, I'm giving it to you. It's V.S. Naipaul's India Million Mutinies now. Okay, please come and
Thanks,
collect
thanks,
it,
thanks.
Siddharth. Come. Have you read it by any chance? Oh, good only. Okay, then we'll post to the camera. Yeah, kahin to. I'll write a note and I'll give it to you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations.